Bloodborne 2, some Persona 5 English gameplay, and a lot of PlayStation VR love. These are my predictions for the PlayStation experience of 2016. Let me know yours in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like button. On December 3rd, Sony will take the stage in Anaheim to show some new games and do some other announcements during the PlayStation experience. One of the big announcements will be Bloodborne 2. From Software, the creators of the Bloodborne franchise, are working on 3 projects right now. One is a reboot, another one is a new IP, and one is an action RPG game with a similar setting to Dark Souls. Yeah. That's probably Bloodborne 2. The game sold really well for Sony, and From Software can almost make these games like every year. I mean, in 2015 they released Bloodborne, and in 2016 Dark Souls 3. So Bloodborne 2 in 2017, it's possible. Although I do believe that it may be too soon. They also made some DLC for Bloodborne Old Hunters, which might have delayed the whole process as well. So I think we're looking at an early 2018 game or a fall 2017 game. Fans of the game will probably buy it anyway, so they can release it in early October and be fine. It really depends on how far along the development is at this point. They started with Bloodborne 1 at the end of 2012 and released it in March 2015. So I think it's totally possible to see it in 2017. At the PlayStation experience in 2014, we heard that Persona 5 was coming to the US as well. And now we know that it's releasing on February 14th. A lot of PlayStation fans are fan of the Persona franchise, so to show more gameplay or maybe some pre-order DLC during the show makes a ton of sense. This will be the last time to push this game in front of millions of people, so Deep Silver, that is publishing this game in Europe and the US, will want to take that chance. And to do it in front of the best audience possible and also on a big stage makes even more sense. So expect new gameplay, probably some exclusive US Europe DLC or something like that, some pre-order bonuses and other awesome stuff related to Persona 5. Remember that Crash Bandicoot remaster reveal at E3? Well, the first 3 games are being remastered for the PS4, but we didn't see any footage. Maybe they prepared something for the PlayStation experience. I mean, what is a better place to show this than the PlayStation experience stage in front of thousands of PlayStation fanboys? Activision will be there either way. I mean, they will probably talk about Call of Duty and have some Destiny updates as well. So don't forget Crash, please. I think it's also good to share some new information on Dreams. Media Molecule has been working on this game for ages now. It has been around 6 years at this point. They really need to do something because it's kind of quiet around this create your own game. What? There is supposed to be a beta this year as well, and well, we didn't hear anything about it at this time of the recording. Maybe it will be available directly after the show. That could be interesting and you can play it right now, but I don't think that this is the case. Hopefully they will show some new things and why we should care about this title in the first place. Want to see another new game announcement? Well, you can probably expect Knack 2. Woohoo! Yay! I mean, the game sold pretty well during the PlayStation 4 launch, and there are some rumors that suggest that a sequel is in the works. It appeared on a LinkedIn profile. A very trustworthy guy that leaked God of War and Horizon well before the reveal said that he had good news to people that could not wait for Knack 2. And yes, like I said, it sold really well, and it's probably not very hard to make, you would imagine. I really don't care about Knack 2 personally, but I think that if they fix a lot of the game's issues, it might be worth your time. Sony of course launched the PSVR in October, and I already said in multiple videos that the PlayStation experience is really the moment for Sony to shine and announce some new games for the hardware. I want to see some big Sony IPs coming to the platform, not only Until Dawn, but Uncharted or Infamous. Of course it has to be stuff that makes sense for the headset, but there has to be a big Sony IP attached to it. They need to show that they're investing in this platform and that people that bought it will have a huge lineup of games to play, and also that if you don't own it right now, you made the wrong decision and you should get it. I think that Sony will announce some new games. Hopefully a sort of Naughty Dog thing, like they are experimenting with this hardware and they brought like this 2-hour awesome experience that, yeah, will totally blow everyone away. That will be a must play, because right now there are not a lot of must plays, or yeah, I cannot even like mention one real must-play Game of the Year contender for the PlayStation VR, and there has to be one. We will also see the first games for the mobile strategy from Sony. Sony made a completely new studio to work on, quote, AAA mobile games, end quote. So it's time to show what projects we can download on iOS and Android pretty soon. Some titles will be shown before the end of the year, and of course to do this in front of a PlayStation audience will be super smart. I think a Patapon game would still make a ton of sense, but who knows. The Uncharted 4 story DLC leak is true, I think. It was reported by Let's Play Videogames.com that Nathan Drake and Sam would be present in an upcoming single player DLC for Uncharted 4, and that it will be shown during this press conference. Would be smart and would be really cool to see. A day one buy for me. All the people that are watching the show or are in the audience are hardcore PlayStation 4 fans, so to announce some new PlayStation 4 features would make a ton of sense as well. Maybe the ability to change your name. That would be great after 10 years. Or other firmware features that could make your PlayStation 4 gameplay experience a little better. That would be great. Of course, we will also see some Horizon gameplay, hopefully some more from Detroit. A release date would be great, but remember though that this is like the smallest press conference of the year. This is not E3, this is not where Spider-Man gets announced. Like, stuff like that does not typically happen at this show. So temper your expectations a little bit, but still, I think my predictions are in line with what we can expect. So Bloodborne 2 would be very, very cool, of course, and Knack 2 as well. So bring it on. Kidding about the Knack one. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Subscribe for way more PlayStation experience coverage. I will do a new show with some crazy predictions regarding the PlayStation experience as well. So be sure to subscribe, like this video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.